Okay. So trust building is the utmost necessary part when we are talking about high ticket sales, especially organically. We're not doing any paid ads. We're not spending money. We're not doing anything else. We're just building trust, and that kind of a trust so that the person is willingly coming to you and saying, okay, I'm okay to go with you. I want to work with you. Something like that. So welcome once again. This particular topic and this particular masterclass is all about how you're going to talk to somebody so that your chat converts into a call booking. When you go on a call, then only you can persuade, talk, and find the solution. You can qualify the people, and everything can be done once you are on the call with the person. So this is one important step before sales, I would say. And even I go a different way. I don't say that go with the intention to sell. I always say that go with an intention to qualify people and see whether you and that person have a resonance, have a frequency matching with you or not. It's not about selling a dabba. It's not about selling a box that, you have something and you give it to somebody. The coaching industry should, and it should be running as a holistic growth for the individual to understand what positives and negatives, what strengths and weaknesses that person has, along with the trends and the technology and the strategies for that particular business. So it's both ways. And I would say it's not only both ways, it's a 360, holistic approach of transforming somebody's life. That is what I mean by coaching. So in general, I have talked about that, but the topic here where we are going to talk is chatting to call booking. So let's get to the point. I've already been delayed because of some technical glitches. So I don't want to further delay. Let me share my screen. There is a small PPT which I have made wherein I'll be sharing you all the stuffs which I want to share, and we'll take it ahead. So before that, I wanted to have little introduction. Like, Yasin is new to me, although he is connected to me on Facebook, and we have been sharing some comments and all. Rest everybody I know a little bit. So Yasin, can you tell me something about yourself before we dive into the exact PPT and all this content of what we are doing?
Yeah, thank you. I mean, of course, it's always interesting to see what you are doing. The reason I always follow you. And of course, I mean, I am engineer as well, based, so like you. And then with all the crisis and everything, I was laid off and come back to work, laid off, come back to work. Then I said, enough is enough. And during the COVID, I was with Arfin, maybe Arfin Khan, the coach guy. So I did with all this group, and it was fantastic. I spent my time in COVID only to learn more and more about coaching. I did it in a French way, maybe 15 years ago, but as I was working outside in English environment, so I could not use my French skills. So, and of course, now I did also MLM, and I found out a lot of problems in MLM. And I like this business model, but the problem is many people try to scam it. But in the same time, it can help a lot of people from different ground, level, and race. And this is what I like in this business. So I'm trying to help networker how to reach their, but not only that, to help how to duplicate. So it's part of your subjects and your topics.
Thank you so much. And even I've been talking to one of a very good guy. He is, I think he's in California, and he's also talking a lot of things about multi-level marketing and, growing businesses with a different concept now together. As you rightly said, there are people who are trying to scam and, do the little stuff, but the potential is huge. And if you do it the right way, you can create legacies for yourself over a period of, let's say, 3 years or 5 years. It's not a short-term game. Like what I used to talk about organic, it's not a short-term game. You have to be there, continuously doing something other than giving value to your customers, keep on talking, helping, and then that is how you grow. Thank you so much, Yasin. We have another new member, Arima. I don't know her. So Arima, can you please switch on your camera and talk about, oh, she's gone. I'm sorry. Anyway, so we have Shubham, Damini, and Divya. We all know each other. So we'll move ahead along with the PPT and the content which I have planned for to be shared now. Fair. So now welcome to this masterclass, and this masterclass is all about how we are going to talk to people. As simple. I make it simpler. See, my point is, I always say that, let's do something which makes people's life easier. And yesterday when I was going through one of this Divya's post, which says about being simple is the most difficult task nowadays, right? So people, I don't know why people complicate things and why people do all those stuff, but somehow I'm not into that. And I firmly believe that, if you can make things simpler for people, everybody's life becomes easier, right? So welcome to this masterclass where we are going to make things simpler for you again. So what is a chat? The topic of this particular masterclass is how to chat to book calls. And I have named it the washing machine method. Why washing machine method? Because everybody uses washing machine. They know how a washing machine works and what are the principles behind it. So again, to relate it to a really common daily routine life. So chatting is, I say, talking to people. And talking to people as in what? That we talk whole of the day. We talk our friends, we talk in our family, we talk with vendors, suppliers, house help, customers, everybody. We keep on talking. So chatting is always talking to somebody. Now, in what way are you going to talk so that the person build trust and they are ready to come on a call? That is what the entire game is, right? So, as I said, it's very simple, provided we make it simple, right? If we try to complicate things, things will get complicated and the results won't be there. So now, why this masterclass is different? I'll tell you, this masterclass is not about selling. It's about understanding the real concept behind the high ticket sales. So if you have struggled any point during your journey, getting high ticket clients in the past, it's not your fault because you didn't know. You didn't know the way. And today I'm going to share those things only. The topic is very specific, but again, it will be accompanied by a few pre and post things which will lead you to obviously high ticket clients. So I don't want to put you to unrest and worries because you are going to learn something very different today. And I always say that the recorded programs and other things is not going to help you unless and until you do the things, the basic things right. If you are a beginner or if you are somewhere in your journey where you think that by only putting money on ads, you can create an impact, that doesn't go for long. That is very temporary, I would say. You need to have an organic presence over a period of time so that people starts believing in you, people start trusting in you. And also, I always give an example that even if you see TV ads, which are the most expensive commercials on the print and television media, they keep you bombarding with the same ad multiple times. Reason being, you need to have minimum 9 to 11 touches for an impression to be made in your mind. That is why they also keep on doing multiple ads, similar ads all the time. So here also the same thing works with you. If you are into a business, if you keep on talking about yourself, people will see you multiple times and then they'll start creating an impression about you and your services. That is how it works. So this has to be easier. And I'm going to tell you by end of this training that how you can make that money in order to get your first 1K, 5K, 10K, anything. It can be, there is no boundary to it. So I'll request you to give your undivided attention because you are going to spend some 90 odd minutes. I'll not say 120 minutes. We'll be covering everything in 90 minutes time, which is going to make a real impact in your life, in your business, right? So by end of this training, I'm going to show exactly how I was able to book calls with high quality leads without any paid ads, without any funnels and everything. It was just pure organic. And the beauty lies in, as I said, the simplicity, which is the most difficult one. So I made it simple for me, and that is what I'm going to share with you all, right? So I'm going to share my exact step-by-step process so that you also are very clear what you need to do next to book these calls and get high ticket customers, right? So now who am I? Very simple. I'm not going to talk about myself. I have been a seasoned traveler and I have been a B2B corporate guy for around 17 years, right? And then last 3 years, I'm into coaching. I have achieved multiple milestones, whether it is business or in personal lives. And I've also helped clients achieve more than whatever they have expected. And this 220 coaching system, which I'm talking about, is an amalgamation of, a personal handholding and a group coaching. I always talk about, helping people individually. Reason, everybody has their unique challenges, their strengths and weaknesses. Now, I cannot have a one size fit approach for everybody. See, A doctor would not bring 10 people or 20 people in a group and say, okay, raise your hand who people have headache and take this pill and get the remedy. We are into coaching industry, and it's very person specific. I take it very personally, right? It's not about only one subject. A subject would be consisting of few strategies, fundamentals, and principle. But what about the individual? My learning curve is different. I learn something in a different pace. The other person can learn in a different pace. So I cannot go with a one size fit approach for everybody and anybody. So that is what I take it. And that is why I say that, you have to be a personalized and humanized approach for coaching. Now, a little bit about myself. In short, that I was doing projects with corporates and MNCs, but was definitely not satisfied because that was a B2B business. There was no person whom I was interacting with and creating an impact. And I was thinking, I had that thing in my mind that I want to create an impact in individual's life, which cannot happen through B2B business. And this pandemic gave me an opportunity to think about it and get into this coaching business. So I'm really thankful to pandemic, which allowed me to think over it and start. Although my earlier business is currently going on, but I'm giving more and more time to my coaching business because that is where I feel proud, and that is where I feel more and more energetic to work with people, individuals especially, to help them and let them grow. So as everybody, I say that I tried ads, I tried cold outreach, but they didn't work. And then I ran into obvious financial constraints. Although I had a business, but if the plans, the numbers are not met, how difficult it is to manage a big factory, a strength of 60 people who are working in my factory. Then I had a different sales and projects team, around 10 people were there. So I was running with a team of 70 people plus, 70 plus people. And in the pandemic, everything was like, stopped. It was kept on a hold. So all the bank balances and everything, started shutting it out because I cannot say no to those people who have already spent a lot of time with me when I started. So I had to bear those costs, but it was really impacting a lot. So I was thinking how to, make money as well as how to create that impact. Combinedly, I went into coaching, and that is how, I started this business. So these are all the things, struggles and all that. There was a time when I was even not able to pay my son's fee. There was a time when he cleared one of his law entrance examinations, and I was literally deprived of that one shot of money, and I really felt very bad. I think, what the hell have I done till now in my life? I'm not able to take care of my son's education and all. That was a bad phase, I would say, but again, you learn from there. So I started getting and investing into multiple coaching programs. But the moment I learned, I met this organic marketing coach who made me realize how organic really works. So that was the game changer. And from there, I picked it up. So I ventured into this particular concept of 2-20 coaching system. And from there is no stopping. So I started, and now things have got changed. People have now started knowing me. People have started believing in me because I have put in the raw things of my own life and my own businesses. Very raw. If you go to my profile, you can find anything and everything about me and my family, in fact, which is at times very vulnerable, but I'm okay with it. I want people to know about me. Who am I exactly? If you don't resonate with me, I definitely am not going to work with you, because that frequency matching, if doesn't happen, doesn't make sense whether I'm a good coach or a bad coach. I can only work with people who resonate with my energies, my frequencies, my empathy, my emotions. Unless and until those things are met, you cannot get a result. That is what I take it. So it's my endeavor to meet and resonate with all those people who are there, right? So that is how it is. So as of now, I would say it's not only me. There are a few other people who have already got results from me. Taiba is one of them. She got her first 1.8K made in just 15 days. She's a storytelling and public speaking coach. Then I have Wahab, who made his first sale of $497 within 30 days. And today also I made a post wherein he has crossed $5K. And very organically, he's a person who is doing 9 to 5 job. And the time which is spare, he can spare from his family time. He's doing a pretty good job, and he has already touched $5K. Trisha is, again, she was a housewife, but she has a very good strength in terms of graphic designing. She is doing pretty well. She is working for so many companies as well as of now, creating the social media marketing graphics and everything. So she is now doing pretty well as well. So the point here I want to make you is that you can do everything if you want. You just need to visualize what you want to do. So maybe if my pace is fast, am I slow or fast? Can you please let me know? It's okay. Thank you so much. So the point here is, if you want to this too, you have to do the same thing which I have done. And I did. I got started. I visualized what I wanted. I spent a lot of energy and time learning new things. And even I keep on learning. Nowadays, yesterday also, I learned one very good thing, which I'll be sharing with my team as well, to get, warm or hot leads. It is a different and very simple, I would say hack or strategy, whatever you name it. But it really, opened my eyes that this could be one of those very good things which I'll be sharing. Anyway, so now is the time. Just close your eyes and imagine what it would be like to start getting high ticket clients or whatever you have in your mind. Like if I talk about Yassine, if he wants to duplicate his multi MLM customers, just close your eyes for 10 seconds or 15 seconds and visualize that you have a team of, let's say, 50 people under you in network marketing, or Shubham, Divya, Damini, whoever it is. Just close your eyes and try to visualize what you want to get and what you have already achieved. Assume that you have achieved all those things which you want to get. Just 10 seconds. Okay, you can open your eyes and you can just share with me, how was it? How did you feel? Anyone voluntarily?
I can put as many as I can.
Yeah, obviously. Obviously, yes. Thanks. Anybody else wants to share?
It's a total different mindset when we are when we imagine high ticket, and we like if you have a consistently high mindset of low tickets, or generalizing that price which you think that okay, that person might not able to pay me or something like that. But when you think about that whole scenario, that yeah, yes, I can do that, I can provide some results. So it's all about the mindset. You were right. Like if we like absorb it and say to ourselves that yes, we can provide these services and they will pay it. So yes, we it's all about the belief. So yeah, it's feel amazing as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then, I was in one of the sessions. Again, it is not related to organic marketing. That person made me feel like, he was just talking about getting relieved from the stresses and all. And he, just, said and told us, we were a group of around 10 and 12 people. He just, told us to close the eyes, and he told us to visualize that you are in one of the beaches. One of the beaches, maybe in Pattaya, Thailand, or Singapore, or maybe in India. Nothing wrong about it. And he, told us to imagine that. Imagine now that your feet are now in the sand, right? And the water is coming. It is up to your knee level, and think and imagine the cold water touching your feet, right? That was the first instance when I thought, yeah, how it is going to make a change. But it really changed. Then he told us to, visualize that now there is a cold breeze, right? And, the breeze is coming along with a splash of water on your face. And, whenever it happens, how do we react? Immediately, just move our faces and something like that, right? So he told us to do that, feel and do that. And that was literally a game changer. So when you get into that mood of actually imagining what is happening with you, it changes the entire thing. Nothing to do with organic marketing, but again, as Damni rightly said, it's all in the minds. If we can think of doing it and achieving it, and if you can visualize that these things are possible, it will be possible, right? Thank you so much for participating in this. Let's move forward. So now, I've already told you that if you had the things, you just visualize how it is going to make a difference in your life, right? It is going to create a difference, right? Let's say I want to have regular high paying clients coming to me. How it is going to change my life? If you can just visualize that, things are going to take shape. That is what the beauty of this is. Okay, so if you're ready, let's get into this. Just type yes in the comment box. I normally don't do it, but I want people to do it now. Reason being, thoda sa haath pair chalte rehna chahiye. You should be, not just sitting idle. Otherwise, it is like a pravachan or a gyan. Guruji talking and talking and talking. There has to be some movements also going on. So thank you so much. Okay, so there is a surprise bonus. People who are going to stay here in the end, and nothing wrong in it. And at the end of the session, I would be giving you a feedback form to know your experience. And obviously, the best feedback would also fetch a gift. It's that simple. I want to see how much I have delivered. I want to see how much value I have created. So that feedback is going to help me improve into my maybe presentation skill or my timing, which I have already planned. So I would request everybody to stay till the end and give me a feedback as well. Right? So what are we going to cover? The washing machine method. So everybody has a washing machine. What do? Step 1, you load your clothes. Step 2, although whether it is semi-automatic or fully automatic, these are the normal standard, steps. You load, you wash, you spin and rinse, and then you dry. Right? I've tried to, in some of the machines, the rinsing maybe at a different level, you have to set a different timer altogether, but more or less, these are the 4 steps, right? Now, let's understand how it resonates with our chat to call booking. Step 1, loading. Mind it, we are talking about booking calls with high quality reads, right? So when I say load, what are you going to load here? And where are you going to load? We are into organic marketing, mind it. So you should be having a digital presence, not just an account and quality content on your profile. When I say load, you are going to load those clothes along with what? Water, detergent, and everything. Then only you can imagine of washing your clothes. Am I right? You cannot just imagine, without putting clothes, without putting water, without putting a detergent or a washing powder. How are your clothes going to get washed? Right? So by loading, I mean to say the prerequisites. So these are the prerequisites of you getting those calls booked, right? So you should be having a digital presence and a good quality content on your profile. Reason I'm talking about, as I said, I'm talking about getting high quality leads, and that too for high ticket sales. So nobody will book a call with you if you don't have that kind of authority built on your profile itself. Am I right? Is it making sense? Let's say if somebody is very new and he start expecting to get it, high paying clients for what? Maybe it's your wish that I start getting high paying clients for day 1. But what about the person? Why that person would be coming to you to book a call or talk to you if they don't see you worth that much? Am I making sense? So your profile should be that worth. And that is why I'm saying it should not be just a digital presence. It has to be a good content on your profile, not just an account. It has to be a powerful profile so that people start coming and seeing, okay, this person is really worth. That was number 1. Now you should be having a product or service to sell. As I said, you cannot expect that clothes to get washed without water and washing machine. So what should be you having? You should be having a service or a product to sell. In coaching, we have a service. You should be having that. Number 3, you should be having an incredible validated offer for your customers. Now, there are people, 1, people don't have an offer. 2nd, people do have an offer, but they have not yet validated it. And 3rd, people who have an offer, they have validated it and they are crushing it. Now, when I say offer, what do you mean by an offer? An offer is something which we talk about in a single sentence. Like if I say, I just give an example. I say that I help coaches get leads on demand through simple organic marketing. As simple as that. It's a simple one-liner which tells about who am I, whom I'm working with, how I'm working with, and what is my outcome. That becomes an offer. But that offer, is it validated? Have I already worked with few customers to understand and validate that this particular thing is working for somebody? So I have to initially work with few beta clients to test whether something is good or bad. People are really willing to work with me or not. So those kind of validation should be there. So you should be having an incredible validated offer for your customers. So when I'm talking about booking high ticket leads, a beginner should not expect this happening. It takes some time to build that trust and credibility to make this happen. So these are, as I said, when I talk about loading, these are the prerequisites, right? Now, I'm just giving an example. This is what I just talked about. This is my profile. I've just taken a screenshot wherein I've mentioned there is a photograph, there is a background, a professionally done background, wherein I'm talking about my statement. What? I help coaches generate high ticket leads on demand through simple organic marketing. Now, if you're a coach, you want leads, you will immediately resonate with me. Am I right or wrong? It's very clear. There is no, I would say, distraction, or there is no confusion in you after seeing my statement. You are very much clear that I'm working with coaches. My outcome is what? Leads on demand. And how I'm going to do it? I'm going to do it by simplified organic marketing. Now, as I said, being simple is the most difficult thing, but I've made it literally simple, and that is what I'm proud of. And that is my USP. I make things simpler. You never would feel like you're doing something special and very, different. You're doing everything like, you do on a daily routine job. You don't have to think twice to, take a brush and brush your teeth. It is as simple as that, right? So this is an example of me. And again, I'm showing here that I have 5.6K followers. So if you don't have followers in your profile, followers means people who are your target audience. Mind it. There was a time when I had 5K followers, and that too all were my friends and families. None of them was my prospect. So if you are a beginner and if you have only friends and family on your profile, it is not going to work. Mind it. You have to add people who are your target audience on your profile. This is a critical step when you say that you are doing organic marketing. Am I making sense? It's okay. So you should be having a clarity of what you are doing. You should be having some following along with your target audience. Now, number 4, you should be ready to work. It's not a lottery or any get quick rich scheme. I always say that your business is your baby and you need to spend time to build it. You might have heard it earlier as well, but I'm very specific about it. I don't have a magic wand. I always say that I'm not a magician. Neither I'm going to give you a false hope that come to me, I'll make your business like, boom, 10x in 2 weeks time. No, sorry. I'm not into that. So you need to be ready to work for it. Am I right? Am I making sense? Right? It is not. I don't have any magic wand. I'm sorry. But I have a process. That process works in itself, but you should be ready to work. That is why I say it's not a get quick rich scheme. It's not a lottery. It's not, spending or investing something in a stock market and tomorrow you might get double or something. It is not that way. You have to be ready for work, right? And you should be having some case studies and testimonial to showcase how people will trust you. You know what? In this digital world, there are only 2 things which matter for the audience. Only 2 things. One, who you are as an individual and how you can benefit them as a professional. These are the only 2 things. And everything comes under this only. So when let's say I'm a person who is looking for some services, I'd be going to a coach whom I see is a good human being personally. I would go and I would try to see his profile and want to know about him as a person, as a family person, how he is doing everything. And as a professional, how many people he have helped who were like me or who are like me. So that builds the credibility the most. These are the only 2 things which matter for somebody to invest in you. Am I right or wrong? Tell me if you have any other thought about it. Anybody?
If somebody starts, so how we can provide this?
I didn't get a yes in. Come again.
Yeah, if somebody start from zero, how we can provide all this testimony, the proof, the people that he helped. It has to start from zero, like you when you start.
Correct. So there is a process of creating those testimonials. I don't believe in doing anything fake. So there is a process. That process will yield you some fresh testimonials so that you can start showcasing it. Right. You don't have to fake it. You have to earn it. To earn, there is a process, right? I can bet that if you start doing it, you can get your first testimonial within 10 days time. That is for sure. Even if you're a beginner, if you start doing the way I tell you, you can start getting your first testimonial in the 10 days. And you can keep on adding it. Make sense? Yeah. So that is how it is. Because that is the social proof that you are doing something good for others. And people, if I only talk about myself, it's like self-bragging, and people would not feel good about it. If a third person talks about you, that makes better sense, right? So that third person should be somewhere, you should be helping him or her in some way or the other, so that they can start talking good about you. That is a way, that is a process to create some fresh testimonials, right? Answers your question, Yasin? Okay, thank you. Now you should be open to trying new things, and you might be uncomfortable a bit to scale your business. I always say that you have been in a position now. You have been in a position because you had been doing something, but the results are not as expected. So you have to do something which you have not done earlier, so that the results starts changing as well. If you keep doing the same things, you'll keep doing the same results. Am I right? So if you want to change the output, you have to change the input. There's no other way. Correct? So I always say that growth always happens when you get into an uncomfortable zone, which normally we don't accept. But people who have accepted it, let's say if you want to, shape up your body, maybe you have been in a habit of waking up at 7 in the morning. But if you have joined a gym and you want to go there every morning at 5 o'clock, maybe you have to get up early in the morning at 4:30 so that you are there in the gym at 5. So it makes your situation uncomfortable for the time being. But if you are really focused on getting that body, in due course of time, you'll be daily getting up early in the morning, going and hitting the gym, doing the exercises, taking care of health and diet, and you'll be doing it. It is as simple as that, right? So that uncomfortable situation you need to accept as a fact of life, that if I want to do it for my sake, for my sake of my family, my growth, my future, you have to face that. There is no shortcut to success. Mind it. You can make your success simpler, as I say. But again, there is no shortcut. For shortcut, yes, go rob somebody, go rob a bank, get this money, which not everybody can do, mind it. And there are consequences. So let's understand and accept the fact that there is a process. And if you are really willing to get into that uncomfortable zone, success is waiting for you. Okay, let's go to the step 2, washing. So step 1 is clear. Step 1, which I told about, the loading. Loading is the prerequisites which I was talking about. And Yasin asked a very quick question that if somebody is a beginner, how can they build a testimonial? There is a process, and it is a proven process. Everybody is doing it. Even within my paid community, people are doing it. People are getting those kind of testimonials moving ahead. So it's very simple. You just need to follow the process and it will happen. Right. So step 1 is done. Please say done if it is done. Step 1 is clear. The prerequisites and everything. Welcome Gajendra Sharma. Welcome Puneet. Who all are new? Okay. Please keep on participating. I don't want to be just a preacher. Let it be interactive. There are very few people, right? We are 8-9 people only. So you can ask your questions anytime. Normally I take the questions at the end, but I'm open here because there is no crowd. So even if you have any question in between, please raise your hand or unmute yourself and ask. We'll immediately resolve. Okay. Thank you so much for your inputs. Okay. Right. Now coming to the step 2, which is washing. When I say washing, it is setting the tones and the timelines, right? So when we load our clothes with water and washing powder and detergent, what we do, we put a timer, right? We put the timer and then the machine takes care of itself. It starts, the drum starts rolling within the machine, and your washing starts. Similarly, here what we have to do is we have to build a pipeline of your target audience, right? So When I say building pipeline of your target audience, that means adding friends on your profile from different relevant groups. I talked about adding people on your profile, adding people who are your target audience, right? So if you are, let's say you want to buy clothes, would you go to a fish market to buy clothes? No. You have to go to a clothes showroom to buy clothes. Or if you want to buy grocery, you have to go to a grocery shop. Similarly, if you want your product to be sold to your people, you need to dwell there. You need to go and you should be talking to those people who maybe your probably customers. So there has to be a sync between your services and your target audience who are on their profile. Man, it's very critical. People miss a lot here, right? So let's say, as a given example, I'm uh, let's say I'm giving a different example altogether. Let's say I'm a person who is selling what do you say, sports shoes, just for the sake of example, sports shoes. And on my profile there are nobody who believe in sports, or they have any interest in sports. Are they going to buy or consume my content? Not at all. So it will be entirely waste of your time and energy if you don't have a right audience. So building a pipeline of target audience is as good as, talking to them or having them on your profile. So how you're going to do it? You are going to add friends on your profile from different relevant groups, and which is possible inside of Facebook. Facebook has n number of groups targeting and having multiple segment of audience for different categories, different subjects, different niches, right? So we have to find the right niche. We have to get into the right group, and we can start building relationship with them and start adding those people to our profile. That is how you're going to build a pipeline of your audience. Okay, making sense? It's clear? Yes, no? Now you'll ask, okay, you told me very generalized thing. How am I going to build a relationship? Why that person would be ready to talk, will be willing to talk to me, right? A normal question. So again, there is a process to make friends. So I call it a LCM formula. What is this LCM formula? L stands for love and like, C stands for comments, M stands for message, right? Now, let's say you found somebody who may be your target audience or maybe fitting into the criteria of your target audience. Am I right? Because when we start our business, we create our customer avatar. We create a ideal customers with whom you want to work. Am I right? That is a basic of the entire business. Now, if you find somebody, how are you going to make a connection with them? Go to their profile, as I said, go to the group. You found somebody from the group. Let's say you found me as a potential customer who is fitting in to your criteria. Now, go to their profile, start liking and loving their posts, which they have already done on their profile, right? Do 3 likes or love on the recent post which they have done. Then do 2 comments on their profile post which they have already done, and then send 1 message. So when you start loving and liking, whether it is story or their post, it gives you an intimation, and tag that person so that they start feeling that somebody has already commented on me. Am I right? So stories, I'll tell you now, there are 2 things which I'm covering here. One is the story, one is the post. On the stories, whenever you like somebody's story, there is a notification being sent by Facebook itself that somebody has liked this story. Now that person immediately gets an attention that, okay, Mr. X and Y, Yasin has liked my story, for example, right? So he saw it once. Oh, the first time Yasin has done it. Now when Yasin will be doing second time, when Yasin will be doing the third time, that person will have something about Yasin. Yeah, Yasin has been regularly interacting with my story. Now, what Yasin has done, after that, Yasin has done 2 comments again. And when Yasin has done 2 comments with tagging him, he gets a notification that Yasin has commented on me. So what is happening is 3 plus 2, 5. That person has 5 touches with the name Yasin. Now, what happens is 6th, you send a friend request to him. Now that person, let's say if I'm Alok and I have seen Yasin commenting and liking on my stories or post, now I'll be saying, yeah, Yasin has sent me a friend. Yeah, this guy has already been interacting with me. So I have, I would say, majority of my chances that I'll accept Yasin's friend request. Is it work? Will it work? Do you think it will work? Yeah. Damini, want to say something?
Definitely, sir. If that person, if you select that person, and if he is your you know, future can be your ideal client, then he goes to your profile and then he watches your profile, then he definitely will be interested in you. Just tell the, when we sometime it happens, we just like suddenly some people. I've seen a lot of people. They like, they comment, and they suddenly send friend requests. Then they enter the DM. So there should be some time difference as well. Let the person absorb it too. So just tell about the time duration as well.
True, true, true. So, rightly said, it's not about, just jumping to the DMs. It's about building a relationship, and relationship cannot be made immediately. So even if I'm telling you to, do 3 likes, 2 comments, and 1 message, this message is just a friend request. Let them, absorb you as a potential customer or as a friend, right? And then you can later on start talking to them in the DMs. You rightly said there has to be some time gap. You cannot just get in and jumping into the DMs and talking entirely about business. So that is again a different ball game together. I'm going to show that as well. But this is the primary formula, because where here I said that you need to add friends on your profile. So how you are going to do it, this is what I'm explaining here, right? Choose somebody, start interacting, engaging with that person, and then send a message friend request so that you are likely to get accepted. Right? Make sense? Is it okay? Okay. Now, here, identify the energy level. This is the next point. Identify the energy level of the prospect and the intensity of the pain. Right? Not everybody is ready to buy your stuff on the first go. Number one, you need to understand at what level they are, the pain and the energy level. I'll be showing you what I mean by pain and the energy level. Now, share some free stuff without being salesy. You want to help. Once you start talking to this person, once they have accepted your friend request, right? You can start talking to them as a friend. And again, as I said, I never believed in any script. I always say that my starting pitch was that I want to make things simpler for you. So consider somebody who is a friend. How do you talk to your friend? On DMs, let's say, or even you do WhatsApp chats. How do you talk? Do you immediately jump and saying, yeah, Mission, something?
Hey, no, just how do you talk? So you just say hi, hey, hi, good, how are you doing? Good morning, what's up? What's
Yeah,
happening? How are you?
exactly. That is how you need to do it. But since it is a part of the business, you don't have to, waste much time again. You have to be a friend as well as you have to be a what do you say, a professional as well. You cannot just keep on asking about all the family things, because that person is new and he or she might not be feeling very comfortable sharing everything on the very first instance. So
Can we jump in like maybe after the first chat or something and say, I can see that you messaged me and you're following me. How can I help you or something like that?
That is one way of doing it. But again, that is directly business, right? When you're saying that, how can I help you? That means you have something to offer, right? And you have not built your trust as yet. So how you're going to build that trust? So that is why I'm saying here that you need to understand the energy level of the prospect. That person might be in immediate pain. But if you feel that they need immediate support or immediate help, you can definitely go and give them that support and ask, I see you are in a pain or something, or I can make out from one of your posts or stories that you are feeling some discomfort. Can I help you with something? But if it is not the case, then you have to earn that respect first. You have to build that rapport first so that you start talking about their family or their business, right? You cannot just ask. I have seen people talking to me, where are you from? Okay, let's say I say I'm from Delhi. So how is the climate in Delhi? What the hell you have to do with the climate in Delhi? You tell me what you want, right? So I take it that way. I'm not saying wrong or right about it, but I don't feel good talking about this. I know you are there with some services. I can sense that. Similarly, if I can sense that, others can also sense that. So before, getting into that level where people start sensing that you are trying to be salesy without, being salesy. So I can feel that, I can sense that. So what I'll be doing, I'll be, maintaining a distance. I'll not be talking to you further. Right? So we are creating a barrier for ourselves. And that is why most of the people don't move from chatting to call booking, because the person in front feels and senses that you are now going to pitch something, which should not be the ideal case, right? So identifying the energy level of the person and the intensity of the pain while doing chats. Now, this is the entire game, and how you're going to do it, we'll be seeing it slowly in the next few slides, right?
1 minute. But see, when we are putting our posts on Facebook, LinkedIn, or wherever, you're always saying, connect with me if you resonate, connect with me if you want, if you want me to help you with this situation, that way. So in reply to that, if somebody then DMs you or starts chatting, so obviously they know that there is something you are offering, there is some way you can help them, which is why they are, why they are connecting with you or interacting. So how can it? So obviously they know that you are there to sell something. So do you think we should go on prolonging this, dance up and down?
No, you don't need to be, dancing all around. What I'm saying is build a genuine relationship. Now, these are all words. These are all sentences which you are going to talk, right? And if you directly jump into saying that, okay, the people are definitely seeing your post, even if you do not say that, comment or, come to me or, DM me or something like that. Even if you don't do that, if you have a good content which is resonating with their pain points, they'll come back to you saying that I need your help. Can you tell me something more about it? But as a part of the process, since it is a part of, a post wherein we need to put CTAs, we definitely put those things. But even if you don't put it and somebody is resonating, they'll come back to you. That is one. Secondly, again, that slight difference, that little boundary, which allows you to become salesy or non-salesy, needs to be learned. People know that you are there with the services. See, why a multi-millionaire would be here doing something on this social media platform? Would they be having time enough to waste it? Nobody has that kind of a time. So if somebody is investing time here in social media, that means they are looking for something. If I'm there, I'm looking for something. If you are there, you're also looking for something. Whether it is learning, whether it is customers, whether it is leads, whether it is anything. People are very clear that if two people are there on a marketplace, either they are a buyer or they are a seller. Am I right or wrong? It's a fact of life. If you are in a marketplace, either you are a buyer or a seller, right? So people understand that. But again, not everybody is your buyer, nor everybody is your seller, right? So we need to connect to the buyer and the seller in such a way that they feel happy and we also feel happy. That is the entire game of chatting and doing, a transaction later on, when the synergies match and when the trust is built, right? Is it okay, Michelle? So what are we going to do? We are going to share some free stuffs without being salesy, just with an intent to help somebody. That, let's say we have started talking about it. And the best thing I'll tell you, Michelle and Yassine, there are more people. I'm trying to tell you is the best thing is you start showing in them. The best way to get attention of the people is to start showing interest in them. How? By seeing what they're doing, going to the profile, going to the stories and see what they're talking about. Maybe they have done a YouTube video, maybe they have done a podcast. See what they have done. Take out something from there and start talking about it. Let's say you can say, I heard one of your podcast and you said about this. I really liked it. Now the person would, definitely think about that this person has taken out time to listen to my podcast and they have given me a single line of feedback. That's okay. That means they have listened to it, whether it is 1 minute or 5 minutes, that is immaterial. But the person will have a sense that this particular person has spent time in my content. So let me answer. That is how it works. The more you show interest in somebody, the more somebody else is interested in you. As simple as that. There is no rocket science. I've seen people, posting, but not engaging with others people post. So how can you expect people to engage on your post if you are not posting? If you're not engaging on their post? Am I right? So if you want to get traction, if you want to get engagement, you have to engage with others. As simple as that. So what you will need to do is, you have to share some free stuff which can help them with their pains. Now, the next point is, after that, you take a feedback and keep checking with them for the next thing. Like you have shared, let's say they are talking about something. You can say, okay, I have something in relation to this. Can you just go through this free guide or free PDF or free worksheet which I have made? It might help you, right? And then after a day or so, you start taking a feedback. Did you apply this? Did you check with this? Did it help you or not? So now what is happening? The person is thinking that, okay, this person has given me some free stuff. I had asked for it. I said yes to it. That is why you are doing it. And now let me see, let me try. And if they try and they get value, they are already sold. Somewhat. I'm not saying 100%, but they're somewhat sold because they have already used your content. They have used your knowledge and they have applied into problem solving, whatever they had. Right? Is it okay? Is it making sense?
Yes, I would like to add, sir, that it is a very good way of like the way you presented it, that I have this free stuff and it might help you. So the presentation, it is all about the presentation, how you speak into the DM. And this is a very good line that, and like following up from them to 2 to 3 days is also a very good, this idea is really good. So yeah.
Don't expect somebody to reply you immediately. It's not necessarily that that person is sitting, waiting for your message, right? So that hampers two ways. Number one, they might think that you are eager for the business. And number two, they might think that you are, what do you say? You have sufficient time to just keep on doing this. So let them feel. Yeah. Yeah, Michelle, come again. You're muted.
But they'll think you don't have business.
Yeah, they'll think that you don't have business. And don't try to, do all the chats in a day. You have to purposely give some time in order to start you being into their heads. Thoda time dena padta hai. You have to give time so that they start thinking more about you and they start exploring more about you. Maybe they go to your different social media profiles. They start searching you. They might get, some more content consumed from your profile and everything. So you need to give time to build that trust. That trust will only happen when you spend more time. It's always like, I always say, if you had a good friend, how have you become good friends? Because spend more time with them. Am I right? You can have a good friend today also, but the friendship will get more power when you spend more time with them. Am I making sense? It is just like, making good friends with time. So here the time is not infinite. So you have to give at least 5 to 7 days for a cold lead, at least 3 to 5 days for a warm lead, and at least 2 days for a hot lead for you to start, bringing them in a call. That is what I'm going to talk. Right? So time is an important criteria for building relationship. Everybody understands that. Now let's go to step number 3, which is spinning and ringing. When I say spinning and ringing, it is about finding the gap. What kind of a gap? They are searching for something. They have some problems. Now ask where they are and where they want to be. Simple. Now you cannot just, now when I'm saying ask where they are, there are 2 ways of doing it again. Be upfrontly, open and saying, I'm here to help you. You tell me what is the problem. Or you can, politely redirect by seeing one of the posts and say, I see you are facing some kind of a challenges. Is there anything I can help you with? Now, the subject remains the same. It is only the approach which you are showing. One, you are very upfront, saying, you tell me what is the problem, I'll be having a solution, I'll be helping with that. Second, being a little polite and saying, I see there is something wrong going on, or maybe there is something I could see. Can you just elaborate where I can help you more with that? Something like that you need to ask. So this is about spinning and ringing, where you are asking more about their problem, their current challenges, and their problems. You can again ask, what has stopped them from achieving their goals? Let's say somebody is trying to find something. Let's say somebody is stuck in their relationship. I'm just giving again a big example. Somebody is not happy with their spouse. Maybe many reasons could be there. Now you can ask them that what is stopping you from making a good relationship? What is your husband or wife not proper communicating with you? Whatever. Maybe if you have not a good relationship with your child, you can definitely ask, what is stopping you from spending good quality time with your child? Anything can be. I'm just giving you a rough examples. The concept here is you need to ask them these right questions, right? That what is stopping them from achieving their goals? If they say something, you can again go to their communication and say, okay, what have you tried earlier to do this, to resolve this, right? So they'll be opening up. Once you start asking these smaller questions, they'll be opening up. And the more somebody opens up, that means they are willing to, solve their problem more, and they'll be willing to talk more about that problem so that you get an idea and you can give and guide them with the right solution. So this is about, ranging. Again, you can ask them, why it did not work? Because they are on a chat with you. They are still having their problem. The problem is persisting. So you can ask that, okay, you have tried. You told me that you tried so many things. Why did not work? Something is missing, I believe. So now show a case study of a similar kind of a client or a testimonial, or you can share your own story that even I had a friend of mine, or it happened with me, wherein I was also going through a similar phase and I did this and I got this, or I helped somebody with this and they resolved with this. So here this comes into play. Showing a case study or a similar kind of a client, or showing your own story, or talking about your own story, saying that I had been into a similar phase some time back and I did this. I have a solution I can propose to you. Will you be ready to do? So that is why. Then step 4 is offer them to book a call. So sorry, I went to step number 4. Did you understand this stage number 3, spinning and ranging, wherein we are trying to find the gap during the chats?
So I would like to ask one thing, that sometimes what happens is people are not that open about, like they will say all the good things, like everything is going good, my business is going really good, I'm good here, I don't need any help, all these kinds of stuff. Although everybody has problems over in their life and in their business, but they know that you are selling and they will say that all the good stuff. So how can we tackle that, and how can we get into that gap, find that gap?
Sure. So there are 2 stages of any individual. One, people are bad, they want to do good, right? People in a problem, they want a solution. And the second is, people are good, they want to become the best or the better. These are the 2 things. You have a problem, you want a solution, or if you don't have any problem, but you have something else to achieve. You have a big desire, you have a big goal. Either of the 2 cases, you can ask them. If somebody is saying, okay, I'm really doing very good. So if he's really doing very good, what the hell is doing here? Number 1, that means he's not opened up at yet. So you can ask, okay, so I see you, creating a lot of contents, or you doing a lot of comments on other posts. Are you looking for something? Because everybody is here with a cause. Let's accept that fact. Everybody is having a reason to spend time here. Otherwise, we would have been enjoying in Antarctica or, Seychelles or somewhere else.
Exactly, yes.
Right? So let's accept that fact that if the person is there, he is looking for something. So you can straightforward ask that, I see, okay, I understand that you are not, in an immediate looking for something else, but I can see that you are very active on social media. So what exactly you are, looking for? Right? You can.
I think it all comes down to asking the right questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should be able to, ask the right questions. I think that will come with experience and as we go along talking.
True.
Yeah.
That is the, art. Talking is an art.
So you need to probably take out questions from their answers itself and keep asking them, and maybe the difficult questions also, because like in one of your posts, you kept saying why, and that person kept kept getting irritated because you kept asking why, and then finally they did come out. Okay, this is it. So yeah, you have to keep you have to have that art of, I won't, poking or digging is probably too or harsh a phrase, but yeah, that's what we need to keep doing. And probably as coaches, counselors, therapists, that's this to dig deeper into the issue to see where the issue lies.
True, true. And Damni, our answer to your question specifically is like, if somebody is saying I'm really doing good, so you can ask them, what about going great? You are doing good, perfect. Have you thought of going great from being good only? Would you
Yeah,
like to go to a level where you say that I'm doing great, or I'll be doing great?
yeah, that is a good line. Like they will be able to see a vision, like a future that, yeah, they can grow from this stage as well. Okay.
True, true. Not everybody is having a pain, mind it. Let's say if somebody is earning $10,000 a month, they might be very happy. There are people who are very happy earning $10,000 a month, but there are people who are still looking forward to go to $50,000 a month or $100,000 a month. So they have a big desire to grow, right? That is how you take it. So either from bad to good or from good to great. There are different levels. Now you need to understand their actual desire, and you can need to not talk about it. Right?
Okay.
Answers your question?
Definitely, sir. Thank you.
Okay. And now Gajendra is asking us, what do you say? Do you have an established business to be a business coach? See, I have a different opinion about it, Gajendra. I have seen people becoming a business coach without doing any business. Right? But if you ask me, if you have not done any business earlier, from my perspective, you should be having that raw feeling of doing a business than becoming a business coach. So business coach is a combination of a business and a coaching. As simple, I break it again into simple words. If you have an exposure of doing business, you could be a faster, successful business coach. I need to learn the way coaching industry operates. So if you have already done a business, whatever business it may be, you understand the pain of a business, you understand the challenges of a business, right? And if you have learned the art of coaching, combining together, you can become a business coach, a better business coach, rather than just learning into bits and pieces the fundamentals or the strategies of coaching, and you start becoming a business coach. So why I'm so confident about it, I'm telling you, I have a long discussion on this topic, that who can become a business coach. You can become a coach, that is okay, but becoming a business coach is entirely different, because if you don't have the basic fundamentals clear about doing a business, hiring, firing, payrolls, maintenance, there are lots of costs doing a business, right? And there are a lot of steps which you need to know, the statutory requirements. Now, I have seen there are a lot of people who are into coaching, they don't know about GST. Let's say I'm talking about India. They don't know the tax structures. They don't know how a banking system works. They don't know how you are going to, do other things as well, right? Are you a certified coach? What do you mean by certification? Let's say if somebody has been certified by ICA for what? Is it something like that? And I don't need to have a certificate for any. No coaches talk about, their, no, I'm not an ICF certified coach. I'm sorry, but I'm not an ICF certified coach. But I'm telling you, all the coaches in this industry, they definitely do not talk about their certifications as well, right? It's not about the certifications. It's about, understanding the code concepts. See, it's not required, Gajendra. I differ from you. No recognized body is required. Talk about any of them. Have you heard about Tony Robbins? Have you ever asked where did he get a certification from? Have you talked about Dan Locke? Have you talked about Russell Brunson? Have you talked about Dan Henry? Have you listened about Doug Button? Have you talked about any XYZ? In India, have you talked about Dave Gudwick talking about? Have you talked about, anybody? Have you asked Arfin Khan, where has he did coaching certification? No, not at all. Not required. They must be having. I'm not aware, but this is not the criteria of becoming a coach. That is what I'm trying to say. For you becoming a coach, you need to add value. That's it. There are young kids, 16, 17, 18, 19 years of kid. They have not even completed their schooling and graduation. They are successful coaches as of now. So it depends upon how much value you are creating. It's not about the certifications and the degrees, which is, going to tell you that you are a good coach or a bad coach. How much value you are putting in and how much results you are creating, that matters for the coaching industry. And that is, again, a paradigm shift. Right.
I would like to add one more thing, sir, that in a class, like if a student fails, that we do not question the teacher. A business coach can have a lots of clients. Some of the clients may, flourish. Some of the clients may not. And this is not like, we cannot question the quality or the skills of a business coach. So yeah, I mean, that is completely, otherwise we'll be questioning our teachers as well. For a class has 50 students and 25 are good and 25 are bad, so we cannot question our teachers, right? So that is like my answer to all the questions that are being asked in the chat.
No, it's okay. See, there could be different opinion. We are not here to argue and something. Everybody has the right to think and take it. I have been in talks with so many coaches who are ICF certified. And believe me, when I used to ask them how much you are making money, they said 10,000, 20,000, 25,000. Monthly, I'm talking about INR. They're still struggling to get clients. Right. So I'm not saying anything good about bad about anybody. There are coaches who always say that your certifications doesn't matter. The thing which matters is the result which you're producing. As simple as that. Right. Now it is your choice whom you want to learn from. That's okay. If you want to learn from a 17-year-old who has already produced 100K results, your wish, you can go there, or you can wait for somebody who has already done 100K and they are certified and all those blah, blah, blah things. It's your choice. There is no hard and fast rule. It is you who is going to take a decision for yourself. But the industry is not working that way. Industry is working on the philosophy of creating results. That is the only criteria. Okay. Let's move on.
Alok, I would like to add.
Yes,
Like it is okay, because there are a lot of people who have no certificates, but they are bringing about such wonderful transformations, and they are doing so well. So it is not at all about certification. That's my opinion. Yeah, thank you.
Welcome. Thank you so much, Divya, for your inputs. Okay. Now, the next step was drawing. Now, offer them to book a call. So, when we say that offer them to book a call, here there is a process again. I call it a funneling system wherein there has to be something which they need to know more about you before booking the call. If you have spent some time with them in the chats, you have shared a free document with them in order to give some kind of a value. Now you are going to send them a funnel which includes something more about the program or about your services and everything. And then it should be followed by a call booking link. I'll show that as an example. Acknowledge and accept their call bookings if qualified. Else, you can politely cancel their call. Let's say when you book a call, when you give your calendar link, it comes with a pre-filled question. You can have some questions, right? Qualify those people if they are fitting into your criteria. Definitely go on a call. If you, at any point of a time, if you feel that they are not the right fit for you, you can politely cancel, say that, okay, I find that we are not resonating with each other, or I think we are not going to add value to each other, so I'm canceling this call. As simple as that. Right? So this is number 2, step 4. And if somebody is okay, if they have already booked a call, you can offer them to join your community and consume your free training and contents. That is what a part of nurturing it is. You need to nurture them again by bringing them on into your community, right? Then before the call, send few reminders, and at least a day reminder and an hour reminder, so that they don't miss on the call, because we all are busy in our lives. If the person is really interested, they don't forget. But there are people who, because of some work pressure or some other things, they might forget. So it's your duty to remind them before the call, right? And go on the call. That's it. Qualify and help them to close on you. Now here, the next thing which I want to add is here, I'm saying qualify and help them to close on you. I'm not saying you to close them. Let them be qualified enough to come and say that I want to work with you. That is again a different ball game changer, I would say. You don't need to be pitching hard in order to tell them that you come to me, I'll be, changing your life. Let your profile and your value addition be so strong that the person itself comes and tell you that, okay, I want to work with you. That is what I mean by saying close on you, help them to close on you, right? I have seen people, talking about, saying that, okay, you go on a call and close the customer. You cannot close the customer if that person is not closed in their mind before coming on the call. Am I right? Did you agree to this? Do you agree to this? You cannot sell a person on a call, at least when it is about a high ticket client, right? Can you?
The
Yes,
people. Sorry.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the people who have certified coach, they are not necessarily a good coach. So coach is also a personality as well. As you said, people of 16, he doesn't have coaching, maybe certifications, but he can be excellent. It's only because of education, maybe background, maybe experience of the life. So he can be excellent. As you said, all these Tony Robbins, all these big guys, I don't think they have even certifications. It's only that they went through a difficult life and they become successful. And also, as you said, it's the art of talking, convincing, but not cheating. It's only always to be transparent. And that's it. So what you are saying is totally true and correct.
Thank you so much, Yassine. Thank you so much for the argument. Okay. Okay, we'll take it later on. See, Gajinder, with due respect to you and your time, we are not here for an argument. We are here for a master class, right? And let's take the advantage of this. If you have something personally, you need to connect with me or anybody who is available there. You are free to connect, but not here. We are not here to do arguments. Am I right? So let's not talk about it. Let's get into the things which we are here for. Now you can be having your own opinion, and I respect that. That's okay, right? Okay. Now, next is live examples. Now I'm going to give you some live examples which I have done with my customers, where I have booked calls with hot leads, warm leads, and cold leads. Remember, I have talked about in one of the slides about the energy level of your customers. What does it mean? Energy level means if the customer is entirely new to you, it comes under the category of cold lead. If the customer is, knowing something little about you, that customer becomes warm lead. And if the customer has already consumed your content for some time and they are in immediate pain, they become a hot lead. So how you're going to talk to all those people in different, aspects of all these things, you can do that. So let's have some examples which I have made. Let's start from where? Let's start from cold lead. So I have prepared a document. I have taken the screenshots of the chat which I have done with my prospects and booked the call. So this is a real life example of my own. I've just hidden the name and I want to show that to all the people so that they also understand how it works. Let's say now I started with a chat with somebody wherein I say, hey, glad you liked my story. So this person is a cold lead because that person has just interacted on my story, and they had liked my stories, and I approached saying, hey, glad you liked my story. By the way, what do you do for yourself? So I got an answer. That, okay, this is a good question. I'm a jack of all trades and I'm doing this. So I'm asking, I see, can I share a free guide which will help you to get started? And I got the answer, yes. And I shared a document, right? And I said, see you soon. So see, I'm not pitchy here. I'm not salesy here. I've just talked about and I've tried to help. Nothing salesy here, right? Now, after doing this, what I'm saying, see you soon. Okay. I got a response. Okay. There's some real good tips and true value where most of, okay. And another roadblock that person is talking about. So I said, okay, I believe I can help you that part as well, provided you are willing to go all in. why don't you join my private Facebook group and see the free trainings? It will help you go with a kickstart. I'm saying, okay, I've already sent you a PDF document and that person has praised it. Now I'm saying, why don't you join my private Facebook group where you will be having, again, I'm not salesy. I'm just giving, right? I'm trying to give. Come here, learn something on your own, right? Now that person has joined my Facebook group. I said, okay, approved, go to the guide section and enjoy the trainings. We'll catch up shortly. Okay, I have got, okay, lots of videos there. I found it, okay. So now I'm asking, did you find value in this step? So yes, I got a response, yes. There was awesome videos. And now I'm asking, would you be now able to take it ahead on your own or would need your any help? Again, I'm not being salesy. I'm not saying, come to me, I'll help you. Come to me, I'll help you. I'm saying, I've already given you some stuff. I've already given you free trainings. Now, are you okay if you want to do it on your own or do you need any help? I'm straightforward. No putting around the bush. A straightforward question that you are most welcome. You are already there. I've already approved you in my group. Now you tell me whether you are okay to take it ahead or not. So now that person is saying, okay, the content of the video is very informative and easy to follow. However, I lack is that push or drive to get out and do something. So that person needs a mentor. So I'm asking again, are you looking for a mentor as well as an accountability partner? Answer is yes, I guess. Could not find the right word. Okay, fine. Got it. So I'm saying, okay, I get it. I have some insights for you. Can hop on a quick call if you're interested to share with you how you can create life coaching, vagara, and in next 20 days. Sign good? Okay. So now I'm pre-qualifying. I'm not forcing. I'm asking whether you need a mentor. The person said, yes, I need a mentor. Okay. So I'm asking, can you come on a call to discuss the things in detail? I got yes. So now I'm again asking, if I send you my calendar link, would you book a call? I got a yes, sure. So I'm sending my calendar link and the call is booked. That's it. So can you see, did you find anything salesy here? Anybody? Did you find anything salesy here? It's all about just being, a good friend. It's just about literally helping somebody and asking what is there, right? So that is how you take it. Yeah. Yes. Thanks, Divya. Nothing salesy. That is what I'm saying. And you have to do the same thing. You don't have to sell anything, right? Gajendra, I think you should not take all these things here. We are not here. I told you, please. Otherwise, I'll have to, forcefully remove you from the meeting. I've removed him. He's unnecessarily creating nuisance. Anyway, so you get all these kind of people. Yesterday, somebody was asking me, same questions. Yeah, Michelle was asking me the same questions. If somebody is creating a nuisance, see, this is an open platform. Online world is again like a similar world. It's only virtual, but you will get people. People are the same, whether it is virtual or this actual world. Right.
Yeah, but sometimes it becomes difficult to handle it. Maybe, since we have answered such questions, and then I guess it just comes with time how to handle it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you do get a lot of such people coming in.
Correct.
A lot of them ask for whatever reason, maybe they're not satisfied with what you're giving, or it's not up to their expectation, and then they want a refund. And I think that's where the discussion started. How do we do we give a refund?
Yeah. So again, that is a different topic, but I'll tell you, if the expectations are set right and documented well, then you have a clear-cut things, now. Like it's a contract document. Like these are the deliverables I'm going to do. These are the things which you need to do, and combinedly we're going to get some results. So the expectation should be set right earlier whenever you are starting something. Okay, so here I was showing that there should not be anything salesy. It has to be just about helping somebody honestly from core of your heart. The more you help, sales will be coming to you. Don't worry at all. But the best thing is you need to earn that trust first. And that trust will be, you cannot fake that trust, minded. You cannot fake that trust. I never go with a mindset with a mindset to sell somebody. I always leave that thing behind when I go on a sales call. I just want to see whether I'm okay for that person. That person is willingly ready to take actions and go with me. My frequencies are matching. If these things happen, I definitely go ahead. If not, I simply say, yes, sorry, maybe our energies are not matching. That's it. So this was with one of the, why I'm saying this is a cool lead, because that person never knew me. That person came into contact from one of my stories and from where the chat started, right? Get that? Any questions from the code lead section? Okay. Now let's go to the warm lead. So when I say warm lead means that person has interacted with me earlier and interacting with me on some of my posts and everything. So this goes from here. Again, there is some person, I had sent her a friend request or him a friend request, and I got a response saying, what exactly do you got? I had sent a request like, I keep reading about industries and trends in coaching and some blah, blah, blah. So I got a question saying exactly what do you do about reading? So I say, thanks for accepting my friend request. Glad to be connected with you. And I'm answering to that question that it's about a holistic knowledge about people and industry in coaching. Okay, I understand. Hope you're doing well. So you help coaches with organic marketing, right? That person is asking me. I said, yes. By the way, what do you do for yourself? Oh, the name is Miss Fear. There is a lady. So I said, okay. So she's saying for myself means for promoting myself. Yes, I wanted to know the exactly niche you work in. So she was busy somewhere. She said that, can I just text you after an hour? I said, yes, sure. Next morning, she sent me a message saying, good morning. Sorry, I got caught up with the session and other work study. We can talk today. I help people. Now she is coming on her own, telling me what she is doing. I help people stuck in their life in the same pattern and not able to succeed to move forward in life, in creating a fulfilling life for themselves in my 6th session, blah, blah, blah. So I said, okay, that's good to know. I believe you must be providing immense value to the people. How long have you been doing this? So she said that I'm counseling since 2019, but was not much structured. Found my on my niche and designed my program last year only. So I said, okay, nice. How is it going so far? Now again, I'm asking you, have I been salesy till here? It's been 3 pages of chats. Have I been salesy till here? Not at all, right? Now I'm asking again here, how it is going so far? Now I'm checking the pain. A simple question, how it is going so far? So he's saying I'm receiving good testimonial, but I'm not, I'm not getting good with marketing. So I say, I see, doing everything on your own or taking help of someone. I need to again qualify whether she is working with a coach or some mentor or she's doing everything on her own. So he's saying, okay, I'm doing everything on my own. Okay. Now I'm again asking a question saying, okay, what's your goal for 2023? Right? She said, okay, making 1,20,000 per month. How are you planning to achieve that? Right? So she's saying I need to have 7 paid clients per month, but I'm still figuring out how to generate leads. So now understood. She is facing a challenge in leads. First, she is doing everything on her own. Secondly, she had a program, but she is not able to generate leads for her program. Am I right? That is the pain area. So I said, and she is saying that if you want to make this amount only from my one-on-one coaching, and then she is very clarifying that she wants to get into one-on-one coaching. So I said, okay, curious to know when exactly you are going all in with making it happen. So he's saying, even I'm willing to go all in. So then that is the right time when you have already asked about the pain, their desires, everything. I'm offering them to book a call. Got some insights for you. And this is what I have, drafted for me. Can hop on a quick call if you're interested to share with you. Right? How we can achieve, because I know the target. She has already talked about making 1.2 lakh per month. So I'm putting it here. If you're interested to share with you, I'm interested to share if you are ready to come on a call, how you can achieve 1.2 lakh per month, even more without paid ads in next 90 to 120 weeks. Right? So she's saying, yes, right now I'm in training. After that, I have a call, 2 calls actually, then we can actually do okay. So I'm asking, awesome. If I send you my calendar link, would you book a call? Again, I'm asking her, I'm not saying, take this link, book a call with me. You see the difference. There is no way I'm pushing that person to book a call with me. I'm every time qualifying and taking her permission, taking that person permission. If I send my link, can you book a call with me? She said yes. So I'm saying that this link is pre-inbuilt with a video followed by a calendar. You are required to watch the short video and schedule your call. Okay, share the link. Now I have shared the link, and then she had sent me I told her that, send me a screenshot when it is booked. She booked the call and sent me a screenshot. That's it. Again, you tell me, did you find anything salesy here? So this is a long chat. I would say 5 pages or 6 pages. Did you find anything salesy here? Anything?
No,
Anybody?
not at all.
That's the art. That is what we need to learn. It's very simple. Again, I said, simplicity is the key. You just need to be genuine. You just need to be answering right questions, simple questions, so that the person is able to open up with you as a friend and try to help and say that, okay, I have something which can help you grow your business. Making sense? Any questions till now? Anyone? No questions? Okay, good. So we'll move to the hot lead example now. So we have already covered the cold lead. We have covered the warm lead. Now a hot lead. Now, how do you define a hot lead? A hot lead would be a prospect who has already been in your contact for some time and the intensity of pain is high. That means that person has already tried something or the other, have burnt his fingers, doing something or the other, but have been struggling to get results. And now their intensity of the pain is so high that they want immediate solution. So they want to come on a call immediately. So your time frame has to be little lesser than other people because they are already there with you for some more time earlier. They've already built that trust. Getting my point? Now I'll show you that example. Now, this is a person who was already into my group. So how this chat started? I sent him a message saying, hey, XYZ, I recently approved you in my group. Happy to have you and hope you're doing well. Okay. Now he said, yes, thanks, Alok. And there was no communication. After a week or so, I'd run an offer. And he immediately jumped into my DM saying, Alok, what is the anniversary offer? You're getting my point? Now we are not talking about anything. He is just talking about the anniversary offer, which I had sent. So I sent him, okay, this is the anniversary offer. Now he is saying, I'm interested to learning more. Can you provide me a link to apply? He's so serious. He's so serious that he wants to apply for that offer immediately. And I could see him connected with me for more than 15 days. In the group, he was there for the last 7 days where I'm nurturing everybody. And I could see that he is commenting and interacting on my profile as well. That means he knows most of the thing about me. He only needs some help discussing this offer which I've already shared. So I sent him the link. Now he said that I watched the video completely on the speech page. I would like to schedule a call. But the problem is I'm in US at the central time zone. All your timings are midnight. He saw my Calendly link and he said that there is no time which is matching because the different time zones, it was not matching for both of us. So I said, okay, I'll find a suitable time for both of us. So just so you know, there is quite a bit going in my life right now. This weekend, we are moving to a new place. Wednesday usually work well for me. I said, okay, I'm not in a hurry, neither that person in a hurry to book a call with me. So I created a different time slot. Let me know the exact IST. I'll create a slot for the same. I'm saying you give me the IST time. I'll be creating a slot for him. So he said, okay, can we do 7:30 a.m. tomorrow, Thursday, this. So I said, okay, we'll make it happen for you. Let me create a slot for them for the same. So he said, okay, thank you so much. And it is after 10.5 hours from now. So I said, okay, created a slot for you at so time, so date. Please confirm once you have booked the call. So he says, okay, it's a long form. I need a little more time. I said, okay, take your time. It will help me understand you better. So I'm saying you need to fill that form completely so that I know you better, so that I can help you better. That is how. So just share. And then he said that, okay, now I'm done. The appointment is confirmed. See you after a few hours. And it is done. See the different kinds of chats. Depending upon the energy level and the intensity of the pain, the language differs. Here also, did you find anything salesy here? Again, I'm asking the same question. It is about resonating with the person's pain. That's it. And helping him to, book a call with me. Neither I have promised anything. Neither I have told him that you come to me, I'll be making you multimillionaire in, 5 days or 10 days time. Nothing like it. I'm just saying, okay, you have a problem and I have a solution. Let's come on a call. And these are the chats. Simple language, nothing great. Did you find any word even which is different or big enough that a person cannot understand? Normal layman language, I would say, which we keep on talking in our simple terms, right? That is what the beauty of simplicity is. And that is what I believe in. So I given you 3 examples. Chat with a cold lead, a warm lead, and a hot lead, right? So depending upon the time they have already spent with you and your content, you can make it out and you can accordingly start talking to them, understanding their pain, resonating with them. And then there will be a time when you'll be offering them to book a call. When you understand, let's say if I, with a cold lead, if somebody is saying, okay, Alok, I want to learn something, and I immediately send them a calendar link, do you think they're going to book a call? It becomes sales. As simple as that. So we only need to understand that the person whom we are talking is also a human being. They also need to be treated the way we want us to be treated by somebody else. Simple life philosophy. I might be not as experienced, and in age also, maybe Yasin is older than me and he must have better life experiences. But what I'm trying to tell you is here, it's only about being a human. It's only about connecting to the pain of the problem. Yeah, Divya, it's okay. You can leave. Yeah, I know you have a urgent thing going on. Anyway, right?
Yes.
So this is what you have to do. Yes, you're telling something. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, of course, as you said, I mean, the simplicity and the humble as well. It's what attracts the people. And as you see, they can see immediately on you if you are fake or if you are honest. That's it. They don't want to see if you are Superman of certified coach or whatever. They want only somebody who understands. That's it.
True. Very true. You don't have to be a Superman. Definitely. Just need to be a super human being. A human being, actually, not even superhuman being. Just have to be a simple human being, who is open, who is honest, and who is able to, transform your lives out of the learnings or the experience which you have. That's it. Okay. Good. Thank you so much. So this is what the examples are covered now. So this is my breakthrough story. Don't want to go. Even I had struggled for all these learnings. I invested in so many coaches, but finally I did it. And these are the steps which you need to do. So this is a bird's eye view of the call booking steps. You have to build a rapport. You have to have friendliness. You have to understand their pains, identify their gaps, and then book the call. Simple steps. Again, in the language, you cannot identify. If you can, bifurcate, you can understand what I did. Without saying that, okay, I'm building rapport, without saying I'm being friendly, without saying that I'm trying to identify your pain. I'm asking simple questions to get these answers and ultimately leading to the booking of a call. Right? Any questions till now? Shubham, Damini, Puneet.
Not from my side.
Okay, good. Okay, let's move on. So again, I have some case studies. There are videos. I can play it right away if you want. This is about Taiba. Before joining me and after joining me, what she was going through. Let me show that. Smaller videos, it won't take much time. So 55-second video, that's it.
Hi everyone, my name is Taiba Mahmood. I am a storytelling coach. and I started working with Alok a couple of months ago. So prior to working with him, I was doing lots of webinars. I did more than 25 webinars, but there were no sales happening. I had left my job in the month of May, and I had high pressure from everyone. How will I make a good, stable income without a corporate job? I was literally lost, confused, and very low on confidence because I was working 8 to 10 hours, more than that, every single day, doing webinars, trying to generate leads, but no conversions were happening. It was like mission impossible for me. And then I met Alok.
This is what she was talking about, joining, before joining me, and this is after joining me, what happened, some changes, and it was changed. Everything got changed. Let's see. Let's hear what she has to say.
After joining Alok, there have been massive changes in my business. And the best part was these micro adjustments that I made in my business strategies gave me macro results, massive results in my business. The first thing that I did was that Alok suggested was, instead of going on multiple platforms, focus on one. And that strategy was a game changer. Then apart from that, multiple organic techniques and strategies that Alok taught me have been an absolute game changer for me. So I was struggling at multiple places, like, gathering the attention of people, not knowing how to nurture them, not knowing how to sell high ticket, and all of these pain points have gone today. And I have been able to close 3 high ticket clients because of the guidance of my mentor Alok. So I give my 100% recommendation to Alok as a business coach. He really knows his stuff. If you're someone who's struggling at any level, maybe a beginner, maybe you are in the middle of your journey, maybe you are a pro, he's there. He knows it all. He has gone through it entire journey, and he can make massive changes in your business and give you those results that you are looking for.
This is about Taiba. Then now it's time to think, isn't it good that if you are struggling and you can get a solution, how do you like that? These are few of the questions which you need to think inside you. It's not me who's going to ask all these questions to you. Right? So now let's talk about some common myths about organic approach. There is a spelling error here. I'm sorry for that. But anyway, you might be thinking that organic approach is difficult and clumsy. But actually, that's not the problem, because it's easy than you think, provided you do it the right way. And my core competency lies in making it simpler. My starting statement is, I make life simpler for me and for my customers. So nothing is difficult, only the approach is different. If you can apply an approach which is simple for you to implement, everything becomes simpler. So this is one of the myths which people talk about, that organic is clumsy, it's time consuming and something like that. Yes, you cannot be a farmer if you start hunting. This is a farming approach. You have to stay here for some kind of a time to build your trust, to build that authority and authenticity on this virtual platform, right? That's it. So the truth is, you don't need big budgets, funnel ads, different tools and technology to achieve high paying clients. All you need is the organic way done rightly with patience. Now I have another case study. Before joining me, after joining me, what Wahab was doing. I can again show you that video if you want. Let me see how long it is. This one was a big one. I'll sort it in. This is a, I think, interview one, but I'll shorten it here. Our coaching program.
Thank you, Alok. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be here in this interview. Yeah, let's begin.
So you were already enrolled somewhere, right? So what were the
Yeah, sure.
challenges you are facing because of which you're literally not able to perform or you're not getting customers? What were the things?
Sure. Yeah, I was enrolled in another coaching program, but the thing is, this coaching has always been on my mind, and I wanted to launch myself as a coach. I know there are a lot of programs out there which have recorded programs and programs that can help. But the thing is, I was looking for hand-holding support because whenever I start a program, I felt like at some point of time I needed some help, like right away help from a coach. I used to feel like that, and then at that point I would get stuck, and that's when I found a need that I need hand-holding, one-on-one mentoring.
It's a big video. I think it is there in my Facebook profile somewhere. I'll tell you to ask, otherwise it's a 14-minute video. I'll not spend that much of a time here showing you everything what that person is going to talk about, but definitely I'd recommend you to go and watch it later on. And after joining me, let me see how big this video is. I think this is a shorter one. Yeah, this is a 3 months testimonial after working with me for 3 months, what he has to say. This is a 2-minute video. I think we can play that.
Yeah, I have been working with Alok from past 3 months, and in the very first month, it was great. I mean, I was getting hand-holding support, and everything that Alok put together has been helping me a lot. In the very first month itself, I closed a call, and it was a very happy moment for me because I have never closed a call. I never had a client earlier. I worked with other coaches, but I didn't get that particular support and those kind of results. But working with Alok, I got right away one client, and that was a happy moment. And then after that, it took a while for me to get the clients. But then this organic marketing, it takes time, and I learned a lot during this process. And within last 3 months, I have closed 3 deals, and I'm very happy to do this. And all these calls that I have with Alok are very power packed calls with lot of advices, insights, tips and tricks, and everything. We do role playing, we practice how to do the sales call, and all these things, they actually help me a lot. And those are the things that help me close these deals. And I mean, I cannot even express that. Very small things that we discuss in the calls have a very great impact on the way I deal with the customers. And not only that, I also learned a lot about how to coach, how to be actually a coach. For me to be a good coach, I need to have a wonderful coach backing me, right? So that's the support I got from Alok, and that's how I became what I am today. And I'm very happy to be here, and it's a very great moment. And I'm hoping to get many more deals like this. And I really want to help people out there, help them with getting their jobs and whatever their goals are. So working with Alok has been a life-changing moment for me, definitely.
Thank you so much for all the. So this was one. See, the point here is why I'm showing all this, because the only challenge which I found was, personalization and humanization. You have your own strengths and weaknesses. I cannot, as I said, I cannot give a pill to everybody, the same pill to everybody. So when I started working with, whenever I start working with somebody, I know what are the strengths and weaknesses. So I work accordingly. I juggle in the modules. It's not like, I go alphabetically, like, the chapter number 1, I'm going to cover in the day 1, and then chapter number 2, and so on. So I keep on juggling depending upon what exactly you need, and so on and so forth. So these were the few testimonials. I have so many videos like this. You can go on my profile and check that as well. So can you see how this worked for you? And that is the result of this 2020 coaching system. And what we have covered is the steps of this process: loading, washing, spinning, rinsing, and drying. And now what? Can you think now what? Am I going to pitch you something? Don't think of even. I'm not here to pitch you anything. Yes. Please tell me. Okay.
Sorry, I have to go because it's more than 2 hours. I have things to do. Sorry.
Yeah, please carry on. If you want to give some feedback, can I reach out to you in your DM with the link of the form so that you can give a feedback of this?
Anytime.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sorry, it took some time because of
It's
some
fine.
technical issues. We'll meet next time.
Thanks.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay. So what next is? What next? Can you think of what next? If you're really serious about getting high ticket clients, you need to get some kind of a help. If you want, I'm there, but you need to understand whether you need a help or not. So how we are going to check whether you need a help or not? You ask all these questions. How long have you been trying to book calls and get your first $1,000, $5,000, $10,000? How much have you already invested in recorded programs but no hand-holding? How many courses have you recorded but unable to sell and even crack your first 5K? How much money have you already invested in ads funnels but could not meet even the ROI? Just because you are unable to sell high ticket, how much time will you take to live a paycheck life? All these questions you need to keep on asking. That's it. So what I'm saying is, if you relate this, take all these things, you have two choices. Either you do what you are doing as of now, or you take help of somebody who has already done it. Now, what would you prefer? Either one or two. Want to do it everything on your own? Fair, or you want to do something who has already done? Choice is yours. Mind it, I'm not telling you to come to me. Get a help from somebody whom you want, who can help you, whom you resonate with. Right? But please do check the background, whoever is going to help you or whoever you are going to work with. Check the background, check the credentials, check their serving and helping attitude, check the system and the supports, intent and the capabilities. That's it. So lots of things. The purpose of this program is to help you get high ticket clients organically. Now, if you're interested in becoming a client and you want to see how I can help you, you just need to book a call with me, and that is what all about. On this call, I'm going to tell you what's we are going to talk about what's holding you back, how you are going to fix it, and we can create a plan on how you are going to start getting high ticket clients. That's it. I'm not going to talk about all this. I have a link to book. If you want, I can give you, but I don't think anybody is here who will be interested because you already are connected here in different platforms. That's it. So this is all. Any questions? Any questions till now?
No questions from my side, sir, but I really loved the masterclass and the training, and I hope everybody learned some, new things. And yeah, it was it was a long class, but definitely it really showed us that how we can separate between hot, warm, and cold leads. So it was a good class. Thank you.
So much. Thank you for your feedback. Anything from you, Shubham, Michelle, Puneet? Any questions or any feedback you want to give it to me?
The value of the call. I mean, I think there are a lot of takeaways when you sit down and actually think about it and how you've been doing things. And a lot of stuff we tend to overlook, like in Taiba's videos. There are small, minute changes that you need to make to your approach. I mean, a lot of us have been struggling from a long time to get clients, but are not able to do it. But after attending this now, we know where the little changes that need to be made and how to work on, which is an amazing session. Very good, very value added, and a lot of good takeaways.
Thank you so much. Shubham, you want to say something?
Yeah, definitely the class was really good, especially the way you made the person to take the decisions and without being too salesy and just driving. It's all about how we can drive the person to take the right decision. That's the most important, because they have the pain points, they need the solutions, but sometimes what happens is that they are not able to find out what is the right decision for me, what would be right for me. So I think that's a very good, the way you actually, without pushing that person or without giving him this idea that I am going to sell something to you, you just made him to take the decision. Because sometimes what happens when we are too salesy, then that person steps back, and it is basically a loss for that person as well, who was actually approaching you for some help.
True.
So this was really great, and this hot, cold, and the warm clients, and how you handled. So this was really a eye opener, definitely, I would say, in this class.
Not
And
only
the
that,
most
we
important
also
thing is how you handled that person. So this was also something that
I wanted to
is
say
a
we
learning
also
experience.
handle, the negativity that comes together with the call and the toxic.
Right, because
people that
had it
come in.
been me in your place, I would have just I would have lost the track, and I would have
I
been
would,
running behind him.
yeah, it would have become a fighting match kind of thing between me and that person.
Correct.
I was also irritated. मतलब मेरा मन कर रहा था कि chat में बहुत कुछ बोल दूं, but
Correct.
you had very patient. You were very patient. So yeah, that is
That
how
was
we
also a learning
learn.
process for us. Yeah, so how to handle
Because
such kind of
Avin is also
situation.
watching, and she was also telling me that why you're not telling something. Well, let me just keep quiet. So I thought Alok will be handling it, but मैं अपने आप को रोक नहीं पाया. Finally मैंने एक message डाल ही दिया.
It's okay. You'll find people like it all the time. In all the big conferences and big virtual events like this, you'll find few people like this will be only creating negative things, talking about negativity and all those things.
Right. And there'll also be people who will be just marketing, spamming the whole conversation with their loops, links, and that way also. So,
So those
but
things
yeah,
can be taken care of. I have the access. I can stop the chat and everything. Since there was no such crowd kind of a thing, I had kept it open. But Zoom gives you permissions to all those things if you want to
stop the chat.
stop
I was
the
thinking
chat.
that you didn't stop the chat and you didn't remove that person. Like बहुत last में आपने remove करा. मतलब
थोड़ा
काफी
सा समय दिया, मैंने उसको समय दिया कि भाई चल तू सुधर जा, बट जब वो एकदम
yeah.
से पीछे ही पड़ गया, नहीं मुझे तो यही करना ही है, तो फिर kind of anyway.
yeah. So objection handling in a kind of way also was, we learned how to handle such things. So that was probably the bonus for today's class.
Exactly.
Yeah, good. It was a good class. Thanks so much, Alok.
Thank you. But
Thank
again,
you,
I need to think about it. The other people are not joining in. I need to think about it. Why they're not coming in? They've shown a lot of people had shown interest. Around 19 people had showed, registered for it.
Maybe you can try the timings, Alok. Like I'm
Yes.
telling you from my side, being a housewife and all that. This 11 to 12, especially on a Saturday morning. It's you need to take care of, it's the weekend, so you need to take care of house and home, and you have your lot of other stuff that you would usually do on a Saturday morning or a Saturday afternoon. So maybe try adjusting your time and see if it will work.
Also, when I was जो भी जैसे free stuffs trainings that I offer to people, they really come to me and say कि ये timing जैसे अगर हम रात को shift करें या फिर थोड़ा evening या night में हो तो वो ज़्यादा लोग आएंगे. तो this I have observed. तो आप timing का yes issue है.
You can check on some other
I
day.
think 8 p.m. is a good time, because at that is the best time when people will be around there. Because अभी क्या है, Saturday को है तो most of holiday भी है, तो वो जाएगा बाहर कुछ काम करने के लिए. तो
I'll try some other time as
Yeah,
well.
because usually Saturday you do your grocery shopping, your laundry, there's a whole lot of stuff that goes on, especially when you're a homemaker and you're running around. So it gets a little difficult. So to keep to this time. But it's already like 1:15, so it's lunchtime. So I'm sure everybody would want to rush off to get lunch and all. So maybe you could look at timing and see if it works. Probably you can run a poll again and see, if you ask her what timing it would suit you, and accordingly, the next masterclass you can have it.
Sure, I'll do that. Thank you so much for your feedback and suggestions. I'll take care of that as well. Chalo, good. Thank you so much for your valuable time.
Thank you.
We'll meet again.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a great weekend. See you. Bye-bye.